Excellent. My next question I want to ask you about, you've been described as a financial activist, and you talk a little bit about conscientious capitalism. And I'd like you to kind of tell the audience kind of what that means. What do you mean by conscientious capitalism and how to achieve social justice, for that matter, through conscious capitalism?
Well, let me say this. I've heard people use terms like Black Capitalism, and that term makes me a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit nervous, because when you study capitalism, the first thing we teach our students about capitalism is that the number one priority of the company's manager is to maximize shareholder wealth. And that ends up translated into this idea that the only thing that matters is money, and that you'll do anything, screw over anybody, do any horrible thing to other people, to the environment, to your workers, to your customers, etc., as long as you can make an extra dollar. And what it does is it creates this very unhealthy gluttony in our capitalist system, where you see American corporations literally like hungry fat kids just going all around the globe, finding new countries with resources that they can exploit and extract. And then they, now that our government has been bought out by the corporations, they're now using our military as hired soldiers to go and take over countries that have resources that they're trying to obtain. And the question is, why are they doing this? They're not doing this for survival. It's not like Apple Computer or whoever, or Exxon Mobil needs like an extra $100 billion. It's because of the expectations of the capitalist system, as it's been explained to us, which is that if you're running a company, your measuring stick of success is growth. Period. It's not how much money you made last year. It's whether or not the amount you made this year exceeds what you made last year. And if you just know basic mathematics, you know that you can't grow forever. If a child keeps growing and they grow an extra foot taller every single year, they're going to just be, they're going to be as tall as a skyscraper, right? Or if a person gains an extra 10 pounds every month, they're going to be 8,000 pounds, right? So a corporation that just feels like, I got to make another dollar, got to make another dollar, got to make another, never happy with what you made before, then that greed and gluttony leads to really just unhealthy outcomes, right? So my argument has been, for black folks, I don't think we have to do everything like everybody else. My goal is not to be like white people, no disrespect to them, but it's just, that's not who we are. And I think also, given our unique circumstances, our unique situation, our unique history in this country, I believe our economic models have to be a little bit different, a little bit better, a little bit more conscientious. For example, here's one simple example. Capitalist systems don't really necessarily know the definition of the word enough. Like, they don't know when a company's made enough money. So as a business owner, my goal is not always to make more money than I made last year. I can say, well, I'm making enough money, I'm good. Now I'm going to maintain that, and then I'm going to focus on other aspects, a multi-dimensional bottom line, instead of just thinking that it all comes back to how much money I made. Because I think that's a very bad place to be. Also, last point I'll make on that is, I think it's very risky for any person of color to measure their success and their impact solely on how much money you made. And the reason for that is because when you think that way, in my opinion, you're inadvertently advocating for white supremacy. Why is that? Well, because in America, who has most of the money? Right. They got most of the wealth. We know the history. Wealth that was stolen and kept away from us, land that was given to other people. So if I'm a black business owner and all that matters is how much money I make, right? If somebody wants to buy my business, all they got to do is come and offer me give me an offer I can't refuse. Then that means in equilibrium, at the end of the day, we won't own anything. Right? Because they can always come in and offer you double what you feel like the business is worth. And then what ultimately happens is you always end up selling out to something, right? So to me, the best black business owner is somebody who, again, uses that word enough, where you can say, okay, you know what? Your company's worth $10 million. We'll offer you $50 million, and you can say, no, I'm good. I have enough. I'm okay. You can't offer me any amount of money because that's why we lost Essence magazine. That's one example. Essence, the amount of money they offered to buy Essence was an insane amount of money. Like, everybody associated with that became super multi-billionaires, but the community lost one of its most important media outlets. Right? So that's ultimately what will happen if all you do is measure based on money, your success, impact, etc. Is every single black business that goes to a certain point is going to get bought by somebody else. because all you know how to do is see the bottom line, and you don't want to think that way. You want to get to the point where you say, thank you, but no thank you. I'm just going to own this and pass it to my kids, and we're good.